So my favorite song off of the Hamilton soundtrack changes every day, but most days it is Wait For It. It is a gorgeous song about a man who understands the value of patience. But more than that, it is about a man who is willing to remain silent and wait and see what happens. In the song, there's a line: "Death doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes and it takes and it takes." And as much as I love this song, I take issue with this line, "Death doesn't discriminate," because it does. And I think that's part of the irony of the song, considering the guy who sings it ends up murdering someone at the end of the show, but that's a different story. Death may not discriminate between the sinners and the saints, but death does discriminate, and I think 2016 is a perfect example of how death has discriminated. Death discriminates not because certain people die and others get to live forever. Death discriminates because certain people get to decide when others die. Death discriminates when the power of death is taken into the hands of a flawed human being who has prejudice. Death discriminates when Russia and Iran refuse to honor a ceasefire that would allow civilians to escape their war-torn city. Death discriminates when black men are incarcerated far more than their white counterparts, putting them further at risk. Death discriminates when police officers take life and death into their own hands and decide with the squeeze of a trigger who gets to live and who gets to die. Death discriminates when local governments refuse to improve their water systems and allow illness to reach their people. Death discriminates when a country decides to put dangerous pipelines through native territories, further endangering people who have endured genocide after genocide. Death discriminates when those who are ill are unable to afford proper treatment because their insurance premiums have skyrocketed. Death discriminates against the poor, against those in so-called third world countries, against people who are not white. Death discriminates when those who have the power to dole death out choose to do so to those who are disenfranchised. Death has discriminated for centuries because people have discriminated for just as long. The difference is, death gets us all in the end. To quote another line of Hamilton, "It's only a matter of time." So I am not willing to wait and see what happens. I'm not willing to wait and see if there's a reason why we have survived when others have died. We have to act now. So I have left some links in the description for ways we can help the people of Aleppo, the people in Flint, the Black Lives Matter movement, and other things that will help a lot. I will see you tomorrow with a new video. Bye.